Hey everyone, this is Coach Mark from Tommy Train. Today I'm going to walk you through a barbell RDL, specifically glute bias RDL. So that means there's going to be knee flexion added in, but it is still a hip hinge bias exercise. Meaning to lower the weight, I am moving my hips backwards. Okay, I'm not bending over. It's not a bend over movement. It's a hip hinge, meaning my hips move back. So I always like to think about carrying something heavy, right? I got to close that car door. I just close it behind me. I bump it real quick to close that door. Same thing. My hips are moving back behind me. I'm going to brace really well. I'm going to add some knee flexion on the way down to pull in glutes. I'm going to use wraps, lassos, versas. There is a video on the YouTube going to walk you through how to properly use lasso grips. But ultimately, I have to use these because my hands aren't stronger than my glutes. At least I hope not. Dear Lord. All right, so I'm going to brace properly with my feet, triangular foot pressure, keep my toes dug into the ground along with my heels the whole time I'm in this movement. Okay, I'm going to wrap up. And then I'm going to get in position before I pull the weight. This bar is against my shins. My toes are dug in the ground, so are my heels. I get down, sink my hips, tighten up my scapulas, and then lift. Okay, now, hip hinge back to lower the weight. Once I bend my knees, you're just going to add a little knee bend here to sink your hips down the rest of the way and pause. Come right back up, okay? Again, hip hinge back. The bar passes your knees. Bend your knees to sink your hips the rest of the way back. Bar passes your knees. Sink your hips down and back. This puts me in a fully hip hinge position. My knees are bent. It allows my glutes to be fully elongated even more. So it's important to get your hips all the way back, but plus add a little knee bend here. Don't lunge down, don't squat down. Just lightly bend your knees to sink your hips down and back so this glute is fully elongated, okay? So we want this to be really glute max bias, okay? So if you really want to build glutes, add a little bit of knee flexion in there to elongate your glutes fully, sink your hips in your back pocket, all right? For more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Go to TommyTrain.com for coaching.